The Great War. When we think of it, we picture endless trenches, a landscape scarred by mud and barbed wire, and a generation of young men locked in a brutal stalemate. For years, the front line barely moved, a stagnant world of waiting, fear, and sudden, deafening violence. It's a story we think we know, defined by large-scale battles and nameless, faceless soldiers. But within this vast, impersonal conflict, were individuals whose extraordinary stories have been lost to the footnotes of history. These are the forgotten heroes, the people who defied convention and fought their own wars in the shadows. Meet Dorothy Lawrence, a young, ambitious journalist with a burning desire to report from the front. When official channels rejected her, she didn't give up. She cut her hair, bound her chest, and disguised herself as a male soldier. Under the alias Dennis Smith, she made her way to the front lines, becoming the only known English woman to serve in the trenches. Her story isn't one of battles fought with a rifle, but of a battle for truth and a place in a world that tried to exclude her. While soldiers fought above ground, a different kind of war was waged below. Men like William, a miner from the north of England, were recruited for their unique skills. They became tunnelers, digging deep beneath no man's land, to plant explosives under enemy positions. Their world was one of darkness, silence, and the constant threat of collapse or discovery. Every shovelful of dirt was a risk, every creak of a support beam a potential death sentence. They were the moles of the war, unseen but utterly vital. Their courage measured in feet dug, not yards gained. And then there were the innovators, the thinkers who fought with their minds. Officers like Alan Lloyd spent their days and nights peering over the parapet, not with a rifle, but with a periscope and a notepad. They were the early pioneers of sound ranging and flash spotting, using trigonometry and the speed of sound to pinpoint enemy artillery. Their meticulous calculations saved countless lives, giving their own side a crucial edge in the deadly duel of the big guns. They were the mathematicians of the battlefield, turning abstract numbers into tangible survival. We also can't forget the non-human participants. Messenger pigeons braved shellfire to carry vital communications when telephone lines were cut. Dogs served as sentries, messengers, and even offered comfort to the wounded and dying. Their loyalty, a small beacon of light in the overwhelming darkness. The stories of Dorothy, William, and Alan are just a few threads in a much larger tapestry. They remind us that history is not just about grand strategies and famous generals. It's about the individual spirit, the quiet courage, and the unconventional contributions that often go unseen. As we look upon the peaceful, green fields where they once fought, let's remember these untold stories and honor the legacy of all who served in every capacity. Thanks for watching.